Hello, and welcome to an intro to Anthro with two humans. I'm human number one, John McCray.
And I'm human number two, John Lehr.
And this is a podcast where we reassess what it means to be human.
That's
and
right.
The title of this episode is, How Much is That Degas in the Window, the one with the spurious tail? False provenance and the shady side of art.
Wow. That's, as per usual, your titles are fantastic, but it's going to take a backseat to what you're about to announce.
Well, I was just going to say, John, we're going to be talking about art crime, and why it's so hard to give back and get back stolen paintings.
I know it?
And a word you're going to hear a lot today is provenance, which actually means origin. And it's like the chain of title or record of ownership of a painting. It's kind of like the Carfax of a Picasso.
Well, it's like evidence in a court case.
Right.
You got to know where that sperm came from, you know?
Yeah. It's kind of like, remember how the safe sex in the 90s, those ads used to always be like, when you sleep with someone, you sleep with everyone they slept with.
Oh, God.
That's kind of what provenance is. When you buy a painting, you buy everybody that, owned that painting before you. Mm-hmm. So,
including maybe a Nazi. There's going to be a Nazi in there somewhere, maybe. You never know.
Right. Okay. And just to show you how big the art business is, artsy.net, the art auction website, says that the global art market had sales of $59.6 billion in 2025.
Wow. Holy shit.
And the illegal, according to Interpol, the illegal art market makes anywhere from $300 to $6 billion a year.
Wow. So, we're in the wrong business. Let's get out of the podcast business.
I know.
What are we doing with our lives?
They used to say that only illegal drugs and illegal weapons made more money than illegal art. But anyway.
Wow. Jesus.
But before we begin.
Yeah.
I just, as you, John, and as people who are watching this on YouTube may realize.
That's right, because we stream our video. And you already see this handsome man sitting with us. We've got to talk. The provenance of our relationship is going to be discussed here today.
Right. We have a third human with us today.
Yes. Very special guest.
We've been out, our band has been out hunting and gathering, and we've come across a member of another band.
Yes.
A rogue male, if you will. And we've invited him into our cave.
A silverback.
to enjoy our fire and a handful of termites. Welcome, stranger. We all poop in the corner over there next to the mammoth. Next to the mammoth painting.
We got a problem. We got too many guys in our cave. How are we gonna?
This is like Quest for Fire, where he'll show us how to make.
Speaking of, did you know I made out with Radon Chong once?
True.
No. In a movie, I did.
Which movie?
There was a movie nobody saw, but I made out with her. It's called Highball.
All right, so we'll come back to that. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our good friend and listener, Chris Hogan.
Yeah! Woo! Yes! Chris Hogan is a key person in both of our lives. And,
right.
I mean, changed our lives in a major way. It's so good to see you, man. And so good to have you here. And thank you for doing this.
Oh my God. Oh, yeah. Long-time listener, first time attendee.
I didn't want to be presumptuous when I said you were a listener, but do you listen or you just kind of like...
Yeah, he listens as much as we do.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Well, if that's the case, about 40 minutes in, Chris, you're going to start wondering, what the hell am I doing here? That's usually when it happens to me.
No, I'm so excited to be here. And, I have a little bit of a site thing I'm leaning on a Versace pillow, which is a little bit.
Ooh,
and
Jesus.
Yeah. So
is that expensive? How much is that Versace pillow worth, do you think?
Yeah.
We're going to start the bidding at $4. Here at St. Francis de Sales, if we can't get the parish going, we don't have a church. So, look, it's reversible.
Look at that.
I bought it when Johnny Versace was assassinated. I honestly did. I drove to Beverly Hills and I thought, wow, I should get some Versace stuff. It might be worth some money.
Hey, that's not dumb thinking.
Hey,
you know, I would never think of that, and that's why I am where I am.
We all grieve in our own ways.
Chris, you are the second guest on the Intro to Anthro podcast. Susan Messing, who is a very infamous, brilliant improviser and very close friend of mine, was here, and now you, who also are an infamous, really brilliant improviser. So maybe our show is turning into an improv show. I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, you guys are like totally fertile ground for that. Like, you say silly things, and respond to them. So,
well, yes, but I mean, our lives changed forever. I'm speaking for Professor McCray and I, in Chicago, in circa 1991, when we all worked together on the Chris Hogan show, an infamous 2-person improv show
with John
now, with me as the other guy, and it was extremely successful for an improv show in Chicago, and it got us to, we were discovered by a talent scout named Eve Zerly, gorgeous woman, from Hollywood. It was like a dream, the whole thing. I still can't get over it. And we were flown to Hollywood, and Mr. McCray, who had been the assistant director on the show, became the director for the showcase shows. And it changed our lives. We got an agent, we got a man. It started our careers in Los Angeles.
It was so huge, so epic. And
I can't think of a bigger moment in my life, really, except maybe when I was arrested on acid. That had, and then the birth of my kids, I guess, but not really. I mean,
my favorite Hogan show was, the production staff had all made a mistake, and we had booked a show on Super Bowl Sunday.
Well, that's right.
And it's impossible to get people to come out to the theater on any night, but you can imagine on Super Bowl Sunday, we were all worried about if there was going to be a crowd or if we'd just be in there by ourselves. And the doors opened, and it was sold out, all women.
Yeah.
Remember, it was all women. You guys, they nearly tore you guys apart. You were kind of like a couple of improv Chippendales or something at a bachelor party.
There was so much about that show that was amazing. And look, I don't know the history of improv. I don't remember any 2-man shows or 2-person shows before the Chris Hogan show. Maybe there was, but I don't think so. And now that's all there is. It's duo shows everywhere. And I remember thinking, like, oh my God, how are the two of us going to fill in an hour and a half or whatever the fuck it was?
Anyway. Simon and Garfunkel thought the same thing, John, and look what they did.
Well, Chris is so brilliant. You just kind of get him going, and then you can go over and, drink a little water and put a towel around your neck.
Get some phone numbers from that Super Bowl crowd. John was like the clickbait, the lady clickbait, which, by the way, would be a great dancer's name. Put your hands together, lady clickbait.
But listeners also might be wondering why you're here for our episode on art. And you were one of the first people. You were one of the first people, along with Jennifer Schlossberg, my now wife, who you also dated first, and told me about serious sexcapades that the two of you had, which probably led to me wanting to date her after you guys broke up. I don't know.
It's
anyway,
so funny, that wasn't in my outline. It's one of those gotcha moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you were an art collector, and you were into art, and I was just like, what? And I knew nothing about it. I still don't know really, but I have learned a lot just by living with Jennifer, because she's in the art business. But you were one of the first people who collected stuff. I was like, what?
Yeah. But I had a guy who did my taxes, and when we started to work, I was like, I'm thinking I should buy like an apartment or something. And he's like, no, don't.
Don't buy land.
But it came from like, he was much older guy, and he's like, I've seen so many actors like buy a house and then go belly up.
Yeah.
I gotta spend this money. I gotta spend it. So loved art. I studied so much art history, and I studied in Rome and studied painting and art history there, and I love photography, and
I remember the photography. You had a lot of photography.
A lot. Yeah. And then some super
Maplethorpe. After the
what you can do.
Even the negatives we had.
Yeah. He used to wear the negatives on the inside of his glasses.
You'd go into my house, people were like, are those x-rays? And then they go, oh, those are x-rays. Those are x-rays. That guy needs something removed.
But literally, you changed both our lives, because I ended up moving to LA. Mr. McCray came out to LA. That was
Can I just say this quickly? How grateful I am for you guys. And John, you're a fucking genius. And Spunky, you're a genius and one of the smartest people I've ever known.
True.
You were working at the Italian embassy or consulate. You had a friend who thought he found a Georges Rouault painting, right?
I know.
For years, that, and then you would do like Italian tourism guides where the print was so small, and it was so funny. You can hear all these Italian intellectuals like, "No, you've got to say that the mother and the father," and like take the eyeballs, and they're like, "There's not enough room. Put it." All the times are like super tiny. But my memory of coming out to LA is that we did a show, and we did it in a screening room with styrofoam slats hanging from the ceiling at the Sesame room. And there were 6 people there, and they were like, oh, it's not funny. And it was like doing a show inside a box of Q-tips or cotton wadding.
That was horrible.
No one would come, and they said, no one's going to come. And then all of your friends, John, who were assistants to like presidents of networks, brought their bosses to a show. And it was the acid trip of all shows, the stream of consciousness, tip of your toes, the audience screaming out, craziness.
Yeah,
and then
it really was.
Super drunk at a bar with all our friends from Chicago and LA, and then realized, oh my God, we had to go back to a hotel. So the only person sober enough to drive was the person without a license who doesn't. Mr. McCray.
Oh, you were sober by then.
I was sober by then. Yeah. And I white-knuckled it all the way back to the hotel.
Had you driven actors before? How did you know how to drive? Like,
I had driven before. I had just been, living in Chicago. It was that dream of like, I don't need a car.
Oh, okay.
And so I let it like, so it wasn't like, what is it, Woody Allen in, Manhattan or something where he comes out to LA.
I don't drive.
Oh, yeah.
He tries to drive. Yeah. No, it wasn't like that. I could drive. I just hadn't driven in a while. But
he had an amazing car in high school. What was the name? What car was that?
It was a Falcon, a 67 Falcon with a 3 on the tree. Yeah.
Oh, what a car. And I think I've told this story on the podcast, but it had chrome around the tops of the driver's seat.
Yeah.
And I was in the back seat laughing so hard that I hit my tooth and cracked the whole front tooth out, gone. And we were on our way.
We just kept driving. We
kept driving. We were on our way to go camping, and I just drank bourbon the whole weekend.
You turned out to be great because you kept opening the cans of vegetable soup with the jar.
It was my front tooth too, so it was just full on.
I know. Speaking of Italians with Chris, as I mentioned on this show before, years ago I wrote a play called "The Rise and Fall of Benito Mussolini," as told by circus clowns. And when we did a reading of it, Chris played Mussolini, or actually he played a clown playing Mussolini.
Thank you,
John. And he was brilliant. And even now when I look at you, I'm like, that's my Duce. That's my Duce.
That guy will make the trains run on time.
That's when fascists were fun. You know what I mean?
Colorful.
Before they started running our country, god dang it.
Imagine Mussolini with self-tanner. Like getting vodka.
Oh no, just orange.
It's
that
like
orange head.
Tanning bed, they close it on him.
I want to say something else before we get down to business. My mother loved Chris Hogan.
Yes.
And as you know, my mother used to come to see all the shows that we worked on together. And my mom would, after every show, she would say, all that Chris Hogan has to do is walk on stage and I crack up, is what my mother said.
And you had her number.
I did. I love making your mom laugh. She first of all would laugh at nearly anything I said, and it made me feel so good. I regret not having had her as a life coach because she
really was a great woman. Great woman.
I was thinking she only had 3 celebrity crushes in her life. One was who was it? Charlie Rich. Charlie Rich, he was a piano player, country singer, who sang behind closed doors.
Yep.
Mickey Gilley, who was a country singer, piano player, who sang "Room Full of Roses."
Yes.
Yeah. And Chris Hogan.
What?
I'm like, do you even play piano?
It's certainly not a physical thing because the 3 of you couldn't look more different.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'd like to play a little something.
Chris, does that happen a lot with you go around charming other guys' mothers and making them fall in love with?
I have a little book just of mothers.
He was a Casanova back in the day. Now he's all settled down with a wife, but a lot of ladies.
They love that show.
Okay, I may have had more ladies, but mine was volume, but no quality. You were top shelf the whole way.
Jesus. Wow.
I'd sleep with anything.
See, but you got your practice in. That made you.
Yeah, I sure did.
Yeah.
I sure did. No, I have lovely women in my life.
All right. So we need to get down to business.
Let's do this.
Yes.
I hope you both have gone to the bathroom because we got a lot to talk about.
I have a cat.
That's good. We can keep going on.
Keep with the theme. It's a stolen pig's bladder from the.
I just keep cigaring and sucking it up. Cigaring and sucking it up. I'm working on my Kegel.
Wow. The things you can learn.
Two of you are going to die of prostate cancer, but not me.
The things you learn at the community center. There's a class on that.
I did pottery last year. I know.
All right, so a few months ago, Chris, John and I asked you to come up with some ideas for episodes that you would like to see or talk about.
Yeah, I don't think we offer that to anybody.
No,
out there.
Me and the other guest.
This is a very. You're our second guest.
By the way, she said that changed her career. I don't know what that means. Is that better words? Susan.
Yeah.
Get ready for that rocket ride, Chris. Get ready for that rocket ride.
Yeah, get ready. Star makers.
I have an incredible agent. Thank you, Jerry. He's here with me.
But you immediately came back with 10 episodes.
I did.
Which kind of makes me wonder, are you doing your own comedy anthropology show? Are you taping us right now?
Holy shit. Chris, seriously?
You guys.
But anyway, we tried to pick out just what, and eventually we want to have you on to talk about all of them because they were all great.
Wait a minute. This sounds like you're replacing me.
It's
Wait a minute.
It's kind of an audition. It's kind of an audition. It is and it isn't. It's kind of an audition, kind of not an audition.
Holy shit.
The doorbell rings tomorrow, and Spunky sent me his headphones, his mic, everything. You both quit. And you're like,
yeah. Keep it going. Keep it going. And anyway, we tried to come up with one, and we argued about it, and we kind of like debated, and then John got mad, and John stormed out. You know how he is.
I said, "Fuck me, fuck you."
But then he came back, and we settled on your episode idea of, quote, hunting down and repatriating stolen art with false provenances from the living rooms of Fifth Avenue apartments to countries grateful for their return, but possibly unable to care for them.
Yes. God.
Did AI write that for you?
Jerry did. My agent, Jerry.
So, I mean, my first thought is like, you got something you're trying to unload?
Know anybody who wants a terracotta bust?
But seriously, what made you think of this topic idea?
I did. I have listened to your podcast.
Yeah.
And so I thought like, this, I would love, and laughing like an idiot in my car by myself. And I was like, I'd love to just talk to these guys again. And then when John brought it up, John and I had coffee and super uncomfortable coffee. We were comfortable. The chairs were highly uncomfortable. And then a strange man came to join us.
Totally sat down right in our bubble. Like it was so.
Really?
Yeah.
It's clearly two people.
Yeah.
And he's like,
yeah.
He had like a Purdue scarf on or something. Didn't he have like some
just right in our space?
Yeah,
it was the craziest thing.
Did he talk to you or just kind of stay there like this is
Nope.
Well,
just listened.
Yep.
That was the nicest part of him. He really listened.
He was a great listener. His name was Sandy Meisner. What a guy. What a guy. And then when I said, "You're a great guy," he said, "You're a great guy." And he wouldn't. It was really weird. So I am
now I got to put a link to Meisner in the show notes.
Yeah. We were saving that for your episode on drama, or what was it? Theater. Is theater to make you forget about life or to like learn about life? So we'll bring that up again.
Is that one of the topics? That's
one of the topics. Yeah,
that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
What a guy.
By the way, Melanie Hoops is Chris's moniker on his video. For those of you watching us, who is an incredible improviser that we all worked with early in our careers, incredible person who's located in New York.